Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another Demon's Mailbox. Got some few things from the mainland. I'm actually pretty excited for. I think I have one more box coming in next week. In a few days, we have the Toy Expo at Ala Moana. But if you watched a few videos back, I got in the Masterverse Shadow Weaver, which was phenomenal. There's still a great deal of Masterverse characters coming out that I need. I think sometime next year, at the end of next year, 2024, my Masterverse collection should be complete. But I'm so glad I got many faces. Look at that. That 3 faces, his new faces. And the 3 old faces. And of course, Sorceress, many faces, Shadow Weaver, and Pighead. If you've had the original toy, then you know this is his original face. He had a robot face, and he had a monster face. All 3 made an appearance in the Funimation He-Man, the old school original He-Man. And honestly, I think all these 3 faces has made an appearance as well. The figure is a little bit more brightly colored than the original or the classics. So it comes with 2 extra fists, his gun, which looks pretty much like the original gun, except this one can stick into the head to turn his face. The original toy, it was just turnable by hand. And then he has a case that holds 3 of the faces. And his head can hold 3 of the faces as well, so total of 6 faces. These are the new faces, I believe. And the 3 original is in here. You can actually take off the helmet and swap each of the faces as you wish, which is awesome. Many Faces and Ram Man were 2 of my favorite characters, besides the original He-Man, Teela, Man-at-Arms, Orko, and I believe Stratos was the original toy line. I was not thinking about getting Buzz off, but the Masterverse version looks pretty damn cool, so when he comes out, I'll probably get him. I also got the Masterverse Sorceress. It's the Revelation Sorceress, as Manny Faces was the new Eternia Manny Faces. I love the look, the artwork, the look of her. I honestly don't think she looks like the original Sorceress, which is pretty good, I guess. Uh, so she comes with two pairs of hands and her magic staff. The mold work on the face is actually pretty damn good. Not sure if you can see it. So that's the artwork of the back. The only thing I wish this was a deluxe version that came with Zor. Which was pretty cool, or which would have been pretty cool, because I don't think you can sell Zor separately. But I would love to have the original birds, Zor and Screech. If you don't remember, Screech was Skeletor's version, or Skeletor's bird of prey. In the original comic books, that came with the original figures, the small comic books, it was Evil Lyn that turned into Screech. However, as the cartoons and new things came in, Screech was its own character. But I kind of like the idea of Evil Lyn being able to fight the Sorceress and turn into Screech while the Sorceress turns into Zor. It made sense. But of course, we all know Evil Lyn actually faces Teela instead of the Sorceress. So that, of course, threw out everything. In the original version, Teela was actually a snake goddess. I can't remember, but she came with a snake headpiece. But she didn't have any magic. She was kind of a warrior. She was, of course, Duncan Man-at-Arms' daughter, as well as the Sorceress's daughter, and Captain of the Royal Guard, which never made sense why she came with a snake headpiece. And then they brought in the Snake Man, which really threw things for a whirl, because, I mean, was she one of the original that fought the Snake Man? She wasn't even alive then. But I think the idea of having her with the snake headdress was I guess, a beginning of the whole Snake Man idea. Honestly, if they came out with a Masterverse version of the Snake Man, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I might get a few of them. I would love to get King Hiss, Tongue Lasher, maybe Rattler. But my version, or my favorite Snake Man character has always been Cobra Khan. And of course, he works with Skeletor. So I got the Sorceress from this guy, Chris's Toy Closet. I'm not sure if it's a store. It says we appreciate the business. And I think PA is Pennsylvania? Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania. 2329 West Loop Road. Just got the Sorceress in today. Came great. Package great. So definitely check out Chris's Toy Closet. Got it off eBay. He probably has a lot more stuff in his closet. Another place to check out if I ever make it up to the mainland, especially Pennsylvania. I've got a whole lot of places to go. Starting with Vegas. Lots of stores in Vegas. So the last thing I got in the mail was something I ordered from Hasbro Pulse, and that is the Crimson Bat from G.I. Joe Classifieds. Number 60. So just a machinery. You can kind of see the bat. You can see the bat with a messed up face. Huge bat, which is probably part of that. So it is just the normal bat, except he's red and black. Comes with the extra face, I believe a claw, a laser and a flamethrower, a handgun, extra chest plates. So he has one that's, his chest is normally open. You can put in the normal chest plate or a broken chest plate. And of course the bat comes with the backpack, which you can actually put all three of these in. There is a sidearm holder for his gun. So I have the original and the Crimson Bat. Which is pretty cool. And of course, if you've seen the ad for Snow Job, all of that, the figures coming in September and October, you've seen that there is a snow bat, which I'm hoping to get as well. I'm not trying to build an army, but it's ending up as an army. Oh, I don't want a number of bats, but I do want some. I will be getting a few bats. The normal, the crimson, the snow. I don't want Python Patrol characters, so not getting the Python Patrol back. Battled Android Trooper. But I did back the G.I. Joe the Cobra his tank, so I should be getting the male and female driver, the technician, and the original Cobra Commander. I have the Cobra Trooper, Cobra Infantry, Cobra Officer, uh, the Cobra Viper, the Cobra Viper 3-pack, the two versions of the Cobra Bat, the Alley Viper, like I said, it's beginning to look like a very small army. I did pre-order the Cobra Valkyrie troops, which is two female troopers to go along with the infantry and the Cobra Trooper. I would love to get a Cobra Eel. Uh, Other than that, so I know these snow serpents are coming, I believe, next year. And I believe one more G.I. Joe Snow Trooper will be announced sometime for next year. I think that is, they're building, well, with, as you could see with the G.I. Joe Classifieds, they had a small group that was very technology wise. Then they went kind of a more old school. They had the Cobra Island characters, as well as the groups like Python Patrol, Tiger Force, the Marauders. But from what I've seen that's coming out, I can tell you that it seems like we'll be getting a few troopers that are more into the, I guess, bio warfare. So that's supposed to be the Range Viper. If you've seen, Big Ben comes with a gas mask. So there were talks about zombie vipers, which I do not want. That is ridiculous. But you can also see, like I said, they released Snow Job, and within Snow Job, you kind of saw the snow bats, and the snow serpents was rumored for a while. So it would make sense to have another G.I. Joe Snow character. If you see the Cobra Valkyrie characters, they're in the snow as well. So you can kind of see that they're trying to do something like the Cobra Island mission, I guess you'd call it, with the snow mission and the bio warfare mission. I I missed out on the Range Viper. Hopefully, when he comes back up, I'm getting him. I do not want Big Ben, but definitely low light if they come out with him. Uh, there are a few more G.I. Joes I want. There are definitely a few more Cobra Troopers I want. Mutt and Junkyard, definitely high up there. I do have a feeling that they might do Airtight and Blowtorch sometime next year. I definitely want Blowtorch. I'm not sure about Airtight. I want to see a Tripwire character, but at the same time, I'm not interested in a Tripwire character. I don't think I'd be interested in Mainframe. I don't think I'd be interested in Lifeline. If to do a doc for classifieds, I definitely would pick up doc. Uh, Besides the Snow Serpents, I would love to get the Desert Vipers, the Hydro Vipers, the Televiper, with the Trouble Bubble, of course. Possibly the Techno Viper? When they put him out back for sale, definitely the Range Viper. I mean, it does beg to answer or put the question out as well. You know, we're getting Copperhead, which is basically the water moccasin driver, but he was more of the Cobra, I guess, boat commander. We're getting Shipwreck, which is basically a trained SEAL who was a basically G.I. Joe's sailor or above water character. We're getting Torpedo, which is G.I. Joe's underwater character. I mean, it would only make sense to get a Cobra Eel to battle Torpedo under the water. As far as the others go, I don't know about Wetsuit. If he looks cool, I'd probably pick him up. Deep Six is almost a positive, depending on how he looks as well. I would love to see them do an Ace and Wild Weasel. The aerial commanders for both G.I. Joe and Cobra. As far as Snow, I mean, we have Snow Job coming. Like I said, we have a Snow Bat and a Snow Serpent. As far as the G.I. Joe Snow characters are concerned, I really didn't care for everybody after Snow Job. And I believe they had maybe 4 or 5 more G.I. Joes that were made to battle in snow. I know, I think, what was his name? Blizzard was one of them. Can't remember. I know they moved Stalker from the Jungle Ranger to a Snow Ranger, which made no sense. Yeah, yeah, I really don't see myself getting more Snow G.I. Joes, or even underwater G.I. Joes. Besides Snow Job and Torpedo. Unless they look cool. As for like Jungle, I definitely want a original Recondo. Uh, if they actually make Pathfinder, that would be awesome. I love Pathfinder. Think he would fit Recondo as a jungle unit. And I'd end it with Tunnel Rat. I was never an Outback fan. Muskrat, to me, he was just another Recondo. Think Ace would be my only flying G.I. Joe. Well, I mean, G.I. Joe had a few paratroopers as well. Ripcord was the first. Would love to get a Ripcord. Uh, Alpine for sure. Yeah, basically just almost one G.I. Joe from, I guess, each type of weather. Alpine would be the mountain climber, the mountaineer. Blowtorch and barbecue together would make sense. 3 jungle troopers, low light for the sniper, shipwreck, rock and roll, and roadblock for the heavy machine gunner. Mud and junkyard. It's an interesting conundrum if you think about it. Like, would you get all of these characters? Or would you... I, I, I don't think G.I. Joe ever had anybody else that can play in the desert like Dusty could. The desert specialist. It's definitely hard to decide who to pick and who not to pick. But I don't see G.I. Joe Classified stopping anytime soon. And I know I'll be collecting them for a while. So for me, the one group that I'm definitely collecting all for are the Dreadnoks. Zartan, Zarana, Xandar, Zanzibar, Road Pig, Buzzer, Ripper, and Torch, the original Monkey Wrench, Thrasher, Granada Hide. I think Storm Rider was one. Zartan's daughter, hopefully they make her. I do know that they're coming out with the original looking Firefly, which is a must. I, that might be coming out early next year as well. Lots of things coming out, so I can't wait. Uh, like I said, by next year, my Masterverse collection should be finished. Possibly my Thundercat collection. Probably my Gargoyle collection. Hopefully the Star Wars Black Series. So I can concentrate on other things once everything is finished. But what a time to be a collector. Anyway, guys, it's getting late. As you can tell, I'm kind of not feeling well. Just sinuses, everything draining. It's been a long day. I have to work tomorrow, get up kind of early. Uh, should have a video Sunday morning. Yesterday we did, or Thursday we visited a couple stores, picked up a few pops, few surprises. The best surprise is Star Wars Day, May 4th. I found something at Book Off that let me just say it made my Star Wars Day surprising and fulfilling as a Star Wars fan. So guys, thank you for watching. If you subscribe, thank you for subscribing. You know, I know the big thing is everybody subscribe, watch, like, whatnot. But I'm not doing this for the money. I mean, if I make money, it's great. But I'm doing this because I'm a fan. I know you guys are a fan. I kind of want you guys to experience things here in Hawaii as much as we can do it. See what it's like living here as a collector. Hopefully, some of you are on the mainland, and when you come to visit Hawaii, you have ideas for stores you want to visit. For the Hawaii people, when you go up to the mainland, you have ideas for stores you want to visit. That's why I'm doing this. Anyway, guys, subscribe if you want. If you don't, that's fine. If you do, thank you so much. But I'll be honest, for me, it's more of you guys watching the videos. Like I said, You never know what comes from the videos, what I may order, what I may find. And Sundays, like I said, I'm going to be dropping a video in the morning, but we're going to be doing a video at the Toy Expo, and I'm a little bit worried about what I'm going to find there. So, come along for the ride, as always. Laugh, have fun, make fun if you will. That's what this is about. As long as we're being entertained and having fun and hopefully getting word out and learning stuff, seeing if you might want something, being helpful, collector to collector. So with that being said, aloha, have a great night, have a great and safe weekend.